know, I'm really surprised to see you here this morning.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I didn't think you'd want us to run into Monica.
Well, Monica doesn't control me. And besides, she's out of town.
Oh, what'd she go back to Switzerland to see her children again?
Matter of fact, she flew off to Central America to do some surgery on some orphan kids there.
Well, that's very admirable of her.
Yes, it is. Probably jumped at the chance to work in Central America just so she could get away from me for a couple of weeks.
Sean, if my coming back to Port Charles had anything to do with your problems with Monica, I'm sorry.
No. Any problems I have with Monica were probably there from the day we got together.
Well, perhaps you just have to weather the storm like all couples do, you know?
Yeah, but suspicion of murder is one storm that very few couples have to weather.
Yeah, well, I'm sure that it's bothering Monica as much as it's bothering you. Perhaps that's why she sent the cablegram from Switzerland. She just couldn't deal with it anymore.
You know, what's funny about that cablegram, she says she knows nothing about it.
Really?
Uh-huh.
Well, who else could have sent it?
I think Edward had something to do with it.
Edward? Why would Edward have anything to do with it?
Because underhanded is Edward Quartermain's middle name.
Oh, Sean, you're grabbing at any straw just so you don't see the worst in Monica.
Yeah, well...
I mean, it's very sweet, but...
I'll tell you something. It's pretty easy for me to see the worst in Edward. In fact, I was hoping I'd run into him this morning. I wanted to ask him about that cablegram.
More coffee?
Oh, yes, you read my mind, Ruby. Thank you.
Yeah.
Hey, Ruby, maybe you can help me out.
Yeah?
Edward Quartermain, you ever seen him this morning?
Oh, Edward and Lila got out of here at the crack of dawn. They're on a bus on their way to Buffalo.
Whatever for?
Well, the pickle relish business is going like crazy, and Lila wanted Edward to negotiate Lila's pickle relish with the town of Buffalo. They won't be back till late tonight.
Well, I guess my stuff can wait till tomorrow.
I hear Robert's in town. Has anybody seen him?
I'm absolutely furious with that man, Ruby. He has not given me one call since he's been back, and if he doesn't soon, he's going to wish that he never showed up back to Port Charles.
You better stick around. Robert's coming in to talk over old times with me. Hey.
I can't wait to see it.
The day I found you on the dock, it turned out to be one of the luckiest days of my life.
Well, it's turned out pretty good for me, too. I mean, if you hadn't come along to rescue me, I don't know what might have happened.
Now, Tiffany, you are a real dichotomy to me. All this vulnerability. You do have the innate capability of taking control of any situation.
Sean, you're embarrassing me.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll stop.
No, by all means, continue.
Look, I can't believe that you raised all that money just to bail me out of jail. Now, I feel as if I owe you my life. Did I say something wrong?
No, I don't want you to mistake gratitude for something else. You're obviously still very much in love with Monica.
Could have fooled me.
Well, you and I both know, Sean, that it's far from over with Monica. I mean, I don't want to get involved with a man on the rebound. I've done it before, and it never turns out very successful.
Well, what do I have to do to get a cup of coffee around here?
Oh, Robert!
Hey, baby! Your Australian flash has arrived.
I should be furious with you, you scoundrel.
Why, do I owe you money?
No, you've been in town for days and you haven't given me a call at all. I mean, if it weren't for me, you wouldn't even be in this city.
Tiffany, you haven't changed a bit since I saw you swinging through the jungle.
Robert, you look wonderful.
Oh, Rube, I've missed you. Holly's been trying to duplicate your chili so far with less than successful results.
How is sweet Holly?
She's fine, sends her love to everyone.
Well, why didn't she come to visit?
Well, I wasn't sure how long I was going to be here, and somebody's got to look after things back in Australia.
Oh, I understand by the grapevine, my friend, that you had quite a spread down under.
We like it.
Oh, good.
What are you doing in town?
Taking care of a bit of business that needed my personal attention.
Well, I didn't know that you still had business here in Port Charles.
We'll talk about it over dinner.
Oh.
I'd like to spend a bit of time with you and Bobby. We've got a lot to catch up on.
That sounds like you're making a hasty exit, old buddy.
Yeah, listen, you and I will talk later. I want to pay a visit to Lavery.
Oh, you got business with Duke, or just checking out a new stepfather for Robin?
A little bit of both. How do I find him?
Oh, it's right down here. You can't miss it.
Good. Well then, good to see everybody. We'll catch up later. I'm staying at Anna's. You two need to be in touch. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Does that man always have to leave on a mysterious note?
It's just his nature, that's all.
I suspect he doesn't much like the man that Anna is dating.
You mean Duke? No, I think that Robert just wants to get to know him, that's all.
Well, you can't say that Anna doesn't have an eye for good-looking men. There was Robert, and now there's Duke. Which reminds me, I think I better get to the hairdressers, or I won't have a chance with any of the eligible men left in this town. Will I see you later, Sean?
I certainly hope so.
I did.
Is that Robert Scorpio I just saw taking it?
Yeah, he's back in town in business.
Well, it's good to have him back.
Oh, it's always good to see an old friend. I know what you're here for.
Dan Roney's care package, thank you very much.
Exactly what he ordered.
How you doing, Duke? How is Dan, anyway?
Well, he's doing very well, considering what happened to him in the last couple of weeks. I'd say his hand is going to be a while before that's number one.
Yeah, he's a very lucky man.
Dan just told me that Duke Lavery has found a temporary replacement for him in this waterfront redevelopment situation. Do you know anything about David Marlowe?
No, I'm sorry, Rick, I don't. Although that doesn't surprise me too much. Ever since that waterfront revitalization program started, we have a lot of new businessmen coming in, don't we?
Duke Lavery is typical of the new breed of businessman here.
Yeah. I'll see you all later.
Thanks.
Yep. Get him, Rick.
Thanks.
So, how was your meeting with Duke?
The man's a mystery, but his affection for Hannah seems genuine.
But you're not buying his act, huh?
There's something else going on.
The same impression I got.
What did you get out of the ADZ people?
Oh, I was able to reach the owner of the warehouse who they rented it from. He said he'll meet us over there.
Well, perhaps we can find out what Frisco thought was so interesting about the place.
Yeah, I'm sure it got a lot more interesting after the ADZ people rented it.
Look, I appreciate you helping me with this. You don't mind, do you?
No, not at all. Keeps my mind off my own problems.
Like Alan Quartermain.
Yeah, he's at the top of the list.
You know, I find it hard to believe that people actually think you killed Alan.
Why don't you tell that to Bert Ramsey, huh? By the way, do you still have any influence over Anna?
My stock's running a little low in that area at the moment.
Maybe you can convince her to drop the case, huh?
It's worth a try.
Make up your mind fast.
Well, actually, I was thinking of another favor.
Dr. Reinhardt, contact respiratory therapy. Dr. Reinhardt, contact respiratory therapy. There's Kleinenberg, please report to nursing administration. Nurse Kleinenberg, please report to nursing administration.
Hey, babe, it's Robert.
Yes, Robert?
Listen, do you still have my old WSB computer?
Yes, it's here in my office. Why?
Well, I was wondering if it might be free this afternoon.
Of course. What do you need it for?
Well, there are a few little things I'd like to run through it. Is it okay if I come over and use it now?
Well, I suppose so. It'll stop you from meddling in my personal life.
Only for the time being.
Don't press your luck, Robert.
Thank you, darling. I'll see you soon.
Well, 2 visits in one day. I could get used to this.
Hey, what about me?
Oh, you're just part of the neighborhood. Well, my favorite part.
Oh,
How's about a spot of coffee, Rube?
You got it.
thanks. It looks like that ADZ warehouse was a bust, huh?
Maybe not.
Oh, come on, Robert. You saw the same invoices I did. There was nothing remotely suspicious about them.
There must be something going on yet that we haven't seen yet. I mean, otherwise, why would Frisco send his investigation around that place?
Yeah, but we even asked the owner of the warehouse. I mean, he said those washing machines were only there overnight.
What about the circus, the invoices? Well, what's the name of that place?
No, the old Air Circus?
Yeah.
A little French outfit that's been traveling the state for the past couple of months or so.
What kind of goods could ADZ possibly ship to them?
Well, from the looks of the invoices, it was, ropes, tools, tents, things to set up a circus. Nothing out of the ordinary there.
I'm not ready to ride off the warehouse just yet. We're going to keep an eye on it. You never know what might turn up there, or who, for that matter.
Who, meaning Duke Lavery?
seems too coincidental. His office, and the club, and the warehouse. All close.
You're still pretty convinced that there's something wrong with this guy, right?
Look, if you have the same feeling.
Yeah, but Anna seems very, very sure of him.
She's so in love with the guy, she doesn't think he can do any wrong.
I don't know, Robert. When she first met Duke, she was very suspicious of him. Checked him out with a fine-tooth comb. And after that, she looked for ways to avoid seeing him.
The same thing happened when we started going out. And then look what happened.
You practically ruined her life.
Right, I'm not about to let that happen again. I intend to put Lavery through the WSB computer. If something isn't right, I'll find out about it. And I'll make him regret the day he ever had anything to do with her.
Can't be one. Why do you think I eat it?
Hi, Daddy.
Hey, sweetheart. Hi, sweetheart. Can I get you a lovely chocolate fudge sundae?
That would be great.
No. It will ruin her dinner. Little cookie and milk, that shouldn't do too much damage.
Oh, I guess. Now, maybe we should get a table, huh? All right, let's do it.
I'll go.
Excuse me.
Sit there, sweetheart.
All right, I'll stay here.
You sit here.
Here you go.
Thank you.
There we go, Philomena. How are you?
Right.
All right, how are you?
What's this?
It's you. I made it special.
Hey.
Oh, it's beautiful.
That's
Looks
me, all right. Look at
just
that.
like it. Look, the ears are just like his.
Yeah, and the hair, too.
And the hair, too.
Have you had any luck yet?
With what, love?
Catching the man who wants to kill Mommy.
Robin, you promised not to make up all these horrible stories.
It's not a story. I heard the man say it. You believe me, don't you, Daddy?
I believe you, sweetheart. And I'm going to stick around till I find the man I'm looking for. You've got nothing to worry about.
I'm so glad you're back with us, Daddy. I feel so safe now that you're here.
Oh, that's terrific. Guess you don't need me anymore. Godfathers are only needed when real daddies are away.
Oh. Give him a big sloppy kiss. Otherwise you'll make a mess all over the table.
I couldn't be happier now that we're all back together again. Once we get Frisco and Felicia's, it'd be how it used to be. And Mommy will be safe.
All right.
All right, look at it.
Oh, my cookies, my milk.
You're taking cookies from the kid.
Absolutely.
What about this picture here?
Would you like a chocolate wafer?
Isn't that